Hey guys, Darren Asbury here with Revital Outdoors, bringing you another very exciting podcast. Tonight we have my good buddy Stephen Tyson Jr. from the great state of Arkansas. Fished against this guy back in the day when I was in college. Arkansas is near and dear to my heart. It's a great place to call home. It's an even better bass fishing state. A lot of great fisheries there between the Arkansas River, Lake Dardanelle, Lake Washita, Lake Hamilton. But tonight we're going to be talking to Stephen because he got fifth place last year at the BFL Arkie Division tournament on Lake Hamilton. A very strong finish, great way to start the year. We're going to talk to him about his tournament last year and what he anticipates going to happen this year. Real quick, if you've never heard of Revital Outdoors, we're a premium CBD company. We offer premium CBD products to all outdoor enthusiasts. We're THC free, made right here in America. So check out our website, www.revitaloutdoors.com, to see the information on all of our products, as well as information about joining our pro staff. And then also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All you got to do is hit that notification button, and that way you are notified when all of our content is being dropped on our YouTube page. And we have a lot of content coming in the near future. And then also check us out on Facebook and Instagram. But enough of that. Let's just go ahead and bring him in. My good buddy from Arkansas, Stephen Tyson Jr. How you doing tonight, buddy?
How you doing? Doing great.
Good. So, well, man, it's good to see you again. It's been a little bit. It's been a few years since we've seen each other. But, man, ever since I left the great state of Arkansas and moved to Florida, your career took off, man. Catch us up a little bit. What are you doing these days? You're fishing a lot of tournaments. You're making headways. You're creating your own little niche in the state of Arkansas. So how's everything been going, bud?
It's actually going pretty good. I'll give you a little background of where I come from. I'm born and raised in Camden, Arkansas. Been fishing pretty much my whole life since the age of 3 years old. My dad started me out at a very young age, and it took off from there. Right now, I'm looking forward to this year. I'm fishing some big events. I got a couple big tournaments coming up as far as, fishing the BFLs, and I'm just looking forward to, having a great year. That's pretty much what I'm looking forward to this year.
Cool. That's awesome, bud. That's awesome. So, well, let's talk about last year, BFL 2020 or 2021, BFL Arkie Division. Started out the year with that top 5 finish, 5th place in Lake Hamilton. Man, talk to us about your tournament. I know you're a hard-working angler. You practice whenever you can when you're not working, and you'll stay out there till midnight if you have to. So talk to us about your practice, what you were able to find, and maybe some of the baits that you were successful with.
Well, it was a lot of work put into that tournament. I had back-to-back events. We actually had a Saturday and Sunday event due to a bad snowstorm earlier, that other event. So we had to back it up with back-to-back events, and dealing with pre-fishing. Practice time pre-fishing and everything. I went out there with a game plan. I started out, fishing the river, trying to figure out pattern up there. Caught the fish up there, didn't see what I wanted to see. And had a day and a half to pre-fish. And went fishing Main Lake and started seeing some stuff I wanted to see, fishing like I want to fish and catching them. And I ended up putting together a good pattern. I started out that tournament, how I did so good was I ran up the river and I pre-fishing up that river. At that certain time of year, you can find those warmer pockets up that river. You go around there, find the warm pockets and so the fish there, they're fish there. They're not gonna take long to let you know that they're not. And they wasn't there like I thought they should be. So I left there, went out to Main Lake, started fishing grass in like 30-foot water and deep brush piles with Alabama rig, and I started covering some water and started seeing some fish. Nowadays, with the electronics we have, it makes our job so much easier, and able to see some things that you wouldn't see in the last couple of years ago. So I'm going out there. I'm going across some brush piles and grass flats and stuff. And Alabama rig, young flat mob junior, and I'm sitting there going and I'm seeing some fish. I'm in pre-fishing style. I cut my hooks off my baits. Getting the bites I want and getting multiple bites. And so I fished that tournament there. I just went out to the big water out there in the lake and put together a solid pattern of covering brush pile and grass and little bluffs and rocks. And I started out that tournament day in the areas that I thought was going to be very productive, and started out fishing a little grass flat and caught a solid limit pretty fast, and had that solid limit in the boat, and sitting there like, man, I need some big bites. So I tied on me. One of the baits I always go through is booyah, one knocker, rat trap, half ounce, go down the bank, and I lock up with her. And I'm like, this is her McCoy and Stooper on up. And I said, dude, I might got a shot. If I don't have a shot, I at least gonna, do okay. I might go home with some hardware. And it played out like I thought it would. After pre-fishing, I kind of I got an idea of what weight would probably win that event, and it turned out to be a successful event. Kicking off the season, and it kind of gave me the kick to gave me the points to look forward to that regionals at the end of the year that we all look forward to.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, that's really quite the story there. I mean, obviously it paid off. You putting in your homework, so that's cool. Were you catching pre-spawn fish or fish still holding to that winter pattern?
Well, to me, I feel like those fish I was catching. See, I went up the river to catch that pre-spawn pattern. I went up there trying to find that little warmer water where they starting to move on up, and the bucks and stuff. The females had made it up there yet, but that was my plan to go up there and find that bite. I never did find it. I found some fish that might have been doing it. I might have been too early. I might have been too late. A few years ago, I fished a TBF event on that lake, and I went up the river, and I was dead on. I mean, I was dead on. I was in there. I was on them, and I knew after spending a little bit of time up that river and seeing what I seen, it wasn't going to happen. So I, went out to the main lake, and I feel like that bite that I was on out there was, dead winter bite. They wasn't stationed up. It was just fish. They was isolated fish. It would group up. I found areas that were in, but they wasn't. There wasn't. I have a lot of time to watch, so I kind of know what to look for and what not. So I feel like they were just winter pattern fish, winter for the winter. They wasn't ready to do their thing yet.
Okay. How many keepers did you end up catching last year in the tournament?
Of course, I had a limit, I had 5 keepers for sure, but I probably caught 8 or 9 times during that tournament to get my bag that I had, my best 5.
Good deal. Good deal. So you said you caught some on a one knocker, some on an Alabama rig. Was there anything else you were catching them on?
That was pretty much it. I had a chatterbait on. I believe I caught some on the chatterbait when I went up the river, but other than that Young Flat Mile Jr. and that Booyah one knocker was the game changer for the whole tournament for me.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So, thinking about last year versus this year, I know that the lake's doing a little bit different. Last year, I think remember the water being high. It was dirty.
Yes,
Spencer Sheffield won the event, fishing the dirty water up really, really shallow. How do you think this year is going to differ? Because I know that the water conditions are a little bit different. The lake's a little bit different. So how do you compare last year versus this year?
I've been up there a few times fishing around here in the last month or so, and it's kind of staging up like last year. If we don't get a full moon phase, nothing will change. But if we get a full moon phase, you can almost count your coins that you're gonna have a change in the fish. Right now, it's fishing the same. It's fishing the same for me right now. I really think there's gonna be some big fish get caught and some heavy bags to be, caught all over the lake fishing, your favorite style.
For sure. What kind of weight do you anticipate this year to win the tournament and then maybe cash a check?
Right now, I've been looking at some results from that lake and stuff, and the been team events and stuff. But I kind of think someone's gonna come in with 17 pounds to take the win on the butter side, and I really think 13 just to make this catch a check. I mean, like I said, with the technology we got now, those guys are able to pull up to these spots and say, "Hey, if there's fish there or not, you're not wasting 4 or 5 hours on a spot hoping there's a fish there. You're actually pulling up to a spot and saying, hey, there's a fish there. Let me make it bite." So now with technology, the weights are a lot stronger to, even compete in this type of level of fishing with technology.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's change gears a little bit. What do you think as a co-angler? Let's say a co-angler gets in your boat next week on Lake Hamilton, or in a few weeks on Lake Hamilton. He's got 3 rods. What 3 rods would you recommend a co-angler taking?
As far as a co-angler, because I fished co-angler for a few years, also with you, we fish together back when
No.
you
You
college.
didn't fish against me. You beat me. I remember specifically.
Yes, sir. We had a great time. I used to love seeing you at
We
the
did.
tournament. So yes, sir. You know, as a co-angler going to the event, I would most definitely say a shaky head, a spinner bait, and Alabama rig. Those three baits right there, you can probably, catch a chick or not win this thing with those three baits in your hand.
Right. Okay. Well, cool. So, Stephen, I know you got a long career ahead of you. I know you've done a lot of great things with the TBF. You've had a lot of
Yes,
accomplishments with the Major League Fishing BFLs. So, I want to give you the opportunity now. I know you got a lot of people to thank, some friends, some family, and then people you work with. So, just want to give you the last opportunity here before we wrap this up to thank all those people and everybody that supports Stephen Tyson Jr.
yes, sir. Well, I thank you all for the support. If you ever follow me on my fan page, you see I'm very active with my sponsors, my fan base. You can follow me on there on my social media at Stephen Tyson Jr. Fishing on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also TikTok. I do some TikTok videos. So that's the fun there. That's where the fun is.
Oh, yeah.
My sponsors, I won't step into it too much. I don't want to miss anyone out. I have a very variety of sponsors from clothing to baits to rides and reels to it's the whole 9 yards. If you're interested in sponsor me, send me an email. My email is junioronbass@hotmail.com. We will talk but just check out my fan page, my social media, and I did my sponsors, and I always show them love, and I appreciate their support. And we're a family. Fishing is a family, friends, and I haven't ran into a bad person fishing. So I love every single person I run into. So it's a great opportunity to fish with you guys and also be on broadcast shows like.
Oh, absolutely. So, and every state has their niche anglers, their core group of guys, but I have to say the state of Arkansas, they really do have a true family of anglers that fish those tournaments, whether it be the Mr. Bass tournaments,
Yes.
the TBF, the BFLs, the Toyota series that goes to Dardanelle or Ouachita every year. It's just a great group of guys, especially around the Hot Springs, the Camden, in the Little Rock area. Just great group of people. And Stephen, I know you're going to excel in your career. I know you want to go all the way to the top, and you're off to a great start doing that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I really appreciate you guys getting me on the broadcast, and I'll be looking forward to working with you guys in the future.
For sure. We hope to have you back. As you've seen on our podcast, we're doing a pre-tournament podcast talking about the anglers that did well last year in the tournaments and the BFLs for the Major League Fishing.
Yes,
but we're also doing a post-tournament podcast where we're going to interview the winners this year in 2022 and the guys that are successful at the lakes throughout the different divisions of the BFL. So, Stephen, I know we're going to be talking to you as well very again soon because you're going to have a lot of success, and we'll be rooting for you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that we're gonna be back on here and telling you about our winning base of one of these events this year.
Absolutely. So, well, Stephen, good luck to you this year. Have a great time doing it, and we look forward to following you. From all of us at Revital Outdoors, I'm Theron Asbury. Thank you once again for tuning into this awesome podcast with Stephen Tyson Jr. Again, he got 5th place last year on Lake Hamilton for the BFL Arkie division in 2021. We think he will do just as good or better this year and in repeating his success. So we wish him all the best of luck, as well as all the BFL tournament anglers out there. Revital Outdoors is the title sponsor to the Major League Fishing BFL league, and we're just very, very proud to represent the grassroots guys and the guys that truly cut their teeth as weekend warriors. So from all of us at Revital Outdoors, thank you for tuning into another podcast. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more content coming in the future. Be safe out there in the water. God bless. We will talk to you soon.